Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 16. So for my solution, I'm going to first start by taking the power of 3 over 2 on both sides. So now I have x to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 3 over 2 is equal to 16 to the power of 3 over 2. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of m times n. So x to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 3 over 2, that's going to equal x to the power of 2 over 3 times 3 over 2. And 2 over 3 and 3 over 2, these two are actually reciprocals, and meaning that the numerator and the denominator are switched. So if you multiply two reciprocals, you actually get 1, always. And over here we have 2 times 3, which is 6, over 3 times 2, which is 6, which is equal to 1. So I'm left with x is equal to 16 to the power of 3 over 2. Now 16 to the power of 3 over 2, this is the same thing as I'm going to replace 16 with 2 to the power of 4. So I have 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 3 over 2. And remember, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 3 over 2, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 4 times 3 over 2, which is equal to 4 times 3 is 12, 12 divided by 2 is 6, so 2 to the power of 6. So if x is equal to 2 to the power of 6, and 2 to the power of 6, that's going to equal 64. So I have x is equal to 64. So now to check, I had x to the power of 2 over 3 equals 16. So now I have 64 to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 16. And 64 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 6. So I have 2 to the power of 6 to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 16, which is the same thing as 2 to the power of 6 times 2 over 3, which is 4, is equal to 16. And 2 to the power of 4 is 16. So I have 16 is equal to 16, and this is right. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x plus x equals 5. So I'm going to first start by subtracting x on both sides. So these two cancel out, and I get 2 to the power of x is equal to 5 minus x. Now, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to the power of x. So these two cancel out, and I get 1 is equal to 5 minus x over 2 to the power of x. Now, this is the same thing as negative x plus 5 times 2 to the power of negative x. And if I multiply both sides by 2 to the power of 5, I get 1 times 2 to the power of 5 is equal to negative x plus 5 times 2 to the power of negative x. And 2 to the power of 5 is 32, so I get 32 is equal to negative x plus 5 times, sorry, I forgot to multiply this side by 2 to the power of 5, but 2 to the power of negative x plus 2 to the power of 5 is 2 to the power of 5 minus x. Now I have 32 is equal to negative x plus 5 times e to the power of ln of 2 times negative x plus 5. And now it's the same thing as negative x plus 5 times ln 2 e to the power of negative x plus 5 times ln 2 is equal to 32 times ln 2. So I just multiply both sides by ln 2. And now if I take the W Lambert function on both sides, and if you don't know what this is, I highly recommend researching about it. But after that's done, I'm going to be left with negative x is equal to negative 5 plus W of 32 ln 2 over ln 2. And meaning x is equal to 5 minus W of 32 ln 2 over ln 2. Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of x is equal to x to the power of 2. So to solve this, I'm going to divide both sides by x to the power of 2. So then these two cancel out, and I have 1 is equal to x to the power of x over x to the power of 2. Now if I have something from a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of x over x to the power of 2, this is going to equal x to the power of x minus 2. Now if I take the ln of both sides, I get ln of 1 is equal to ln of x to the power of x minus 2. Now if I have something in the form ln a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front, so it's going to equal b times ln a. So now I can move x minus 2 to the front, so now I have ln 1 is equal to x minus 2 times ln of x. And ln of 1 is equal to 0, so I have 0 is equal to x minus 2 times ln x. So now this actually gives me two equations. I have x minus 2 is equal to 0, and I have ln of x is equal to 0. So for x minus 2 equals 0, this is pretty simple. All we have to do is add 2 on both sides, and we get that x is equal to 2. And for ln x equals 0, well, ln of 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1. So my two solutions are x equals 2 and x equals 1.